Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gone Wild live clips and podcast. Today we are talking about the truth about long distance rides and deliveries. So, in a recent live stream with my Gone Wild co host Budsoda, we talked a bit about gig work and how some long distance rides and deliveries are, and how all of us have had some insights on it. And it kind of became a very interesting conversation between him, myself, and the audience of the Gone Wild live stream. So, in this video, we are presenting a clip from the Gone Wild live stream about the truth about long distance deliveries and rides, what drivers talk about, what we have said versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we go over on any of the Gone Wild clips and podcasts is very market to market and case by case. What applies to me and my market, Budsoda's market, or any of the markets that are discussed throughout our videos and live streams may not apply to you. So with that said, enjoy the clip. From Van Horn, Texas, on my way back to Southern California.
Oh, wow.
So you were in Van Horn, Texas, and now you're going to Southern California, as in moving, or as in you've been living there and you were on vacation in Van Horn, Texas, or just visiting Van Horn, Texas?
Or did
I
you
feel
take
like
a really long ride share that paid good money?
I
I know some
think
people do that.
I think I've seen like actual trips like be offered that way though, and they're always made fun of, but I'm so sure there are actual people that literally go for that.
Well, I mean, like, think if you're a single person like myself and you don't have anything tying you down, yeah, hey, like, random road trip, sweet, yeah, making money.
Yeah, right. I thought about that too. If it's actually worth the pay, that's the other thing. Like if it's not worth the pay, then is it like would you want to do it?
Yeah, so like 1,000 miles, I'd have to pay at least $1,500, and then what you can do on your way back is, well, obviously turn on other apps like Roadie, for example, that have stupid long distance orders, and then
Mhm.
just put in destination filters. I don't do rideshare, but I know that it works. Like, put in the airport you're heading toward and see if you get something that way. The problem is in that case, a lot of times they'll try to drag you back to the city you just came from.
Yeah.
But you might
And
get lucky and something's going the way you want.
mhm. Craigslist rideshare is still a thing. You know, it's funny that you say that because I remember watching a TikTok that from a not a medical courier, but somebody who works with companies that work with medical courier dispatch companies. And one of the things that she was saying was that there are people that still use Craigslist to get medical courier work done. And I'm like, Craigslist of all things? Like, I get it. It's probably cheaper that way as opposed to paying certain fees to certain platforms. But wouldn't it make, a little bit more sense if there was like, proper documentation in place? Like, I feel like I'd be like,
I
what?
mean, if these people have commercial rideshare insurance and stuff, I guess, but I think they're just better platforms. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really ever use Craigslist to look for items and sketchier for rent, but I've never actually rented off anybody who posts on Craigslist because they're always um like very sketchy or just straight up slumlords.
Yeah. And it's funny that you say that because I just like another TikTok. It was from a comedian, Taylor, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Um, One of the couples that interacted was like, "Oh, how did you guys like?" Taylor asked, "Oh, how'd you guys meet on Craigslist?" And I'm like, and you're alive? That sounds like the beginning of a true crime
That's the
podcast.
next
I'll
one.
tell you what.
That's like a Criminal Minds episode, right?
I don't know if it's Taylor. I don't know if it's Taylor Dayne. I think it's Taylor. So it's a younger woman now. With the right boundaries in place, that sounds workable. I'm assuming that is referring to the social media like thing. Question: how would merchants be able to add the information and discussions? I'm gonna need a little bit more context. We kind of gone on a bit of a tangent since this was posted. Gonna need you to bring up what you're asking. In reference to coming back from a week plus in San Antonio with family. I hope
Oh, cool.
I've seen a roadie trip to NYC for a bicycle. Almost took it for the trip. I think this goes back to what you were saying, uh, Bud, is that you were saying that if you were on the way out of the state or on your way out of the like going on a trip or something, you would take orders that in the eyes of most it wouldn't make sense, specifically for the tax benefits and such. And you know what? I understand that. I feel like I always say that I would do that, but I never actually no, like maybe it's just me. Nothing lines up the way it should,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm like,
The
is
last
would I do this to myself? Would I tell the algorithm that I'm willing to do these kind of orders? I personally no. I
yeah,
personally wouldn't do that.
the last time I was coming home for from Christmas, or I shouldn't say coming home. I was going back to PA because I still lived there at the time, and I tried to do it, and it wouldn't give me nothing. It wouldn't give me nothing. The orders were still sitting there when I got home. It's like okay, why wouldn't you give me them? I'm passing by. Like I'm just off like they're just off the highway kind of stuff. It's like because I go right
I
like a
feel like
bunch of them
there's
at state college, and it's like, why wouldn't you give me those? And there was stuff in like Elmira and stuff like that, and it wouldn't give me those either. It's like, ugh,
I feel like there's so many people or so many businesses that are so skeptical on the types of drivers they're working. They wanna see somebody who's been on the platform for a while with a perfect 5.0 or something, and it's like, you can't it's not as realistic as they
I,
think.
I'm perfect 5.0 on roadie, thanks. And
Yeah,
I get the badges.
I'm just saying, it's hard to get off the ground that way, you gotta give people a chance to
I,
actually.
I'm on the roadie Facebook, and like the most common complaint is like they'll never give me any order at all, and it's like try the small pharmacy orders first because basically how roadie works is you just do more orders, and then you get rated, and then they kind of trust you to do more and bigger gigs.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was doing that for a while, and then after a while, they kinda just.
Yeah. So I guess they can. One thing about roadie that I didn't mention before was I guess because I was delivering around Christmas time, and someone said I was in the wrong vehicle, even though I was in the right one. And it's like for their Home Depot, it's like, are you just trying to get free stuff? Like, what do you get out of that?
It's
Like,
even funnier when it's a business too, you know what they're trying to do. You think that we can't just do the same thing, hop on Yelp and make a thing, and,
yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
I didn't think Craigslist was still around, LOL. Oh, yeah, every time I deliver a liver or kidney, I get that hookup on Craigslist. Never hurts, though, the occasional eyeball. I brought that up because, I feel like that's coming back to the conversation of just the general world is, Craigslist is being brought up more and more, whether or not it's Good. Make sure to check out our Patreon for our full live stream replays, exclusive clips I can't post on YouTube, and access valuable benefits and resources for gig workers and self-employed individuals of all kinds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time. By the way, make sure you join us for the Gone Wyld live stream, and you could be part of the conversation too. We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Tripping was the only way, but must take it back, no looking back.